Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Today is the 23rd of September 2022 and I have yet another thrifting haul video. That's right, movies. Movies are back. I hey, we have this swap meet here. I've shown you guys this last Sunday. We have a place called Broadacres Marketplace. What a fantastic place! I don't know why I hadn't been going there in the last couple of years. I guess because of the pandemic or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to be getting back over there nowadays. Let me see if I can go there. There it is. As you can see, it's called Broadacres Marketplace. They're open Friday night, Saturday, and Sundays. So last Sunday, I went a little later in the day. After I did my first video, I decided to go back over. And I got there about 1 o'clock. And a lot of people were closing up already. But hey, I decided to see what I could find. And man, I was excited because I did pretty well, in my opinion. You guys, let me know what you think of my little haul here in the comments, if you would. I would appreciate it. Yeah, so this place is amazing. There are literally 1,100 spaces. They weren't all filled when I got there on Sunday, but probably 300, maybe 400 vendors were still there. And out of that, I found probably 10, 11 people that had really good movie choices. So, and two or three of them had $1, $2, even $3 brand new factory sealed stuff that I was still able to get a hold of. I was really amazed. And one guy, he said, come back next week. He calls me Mr. Geek. I've known this guy for years, but he said, Mr. Geek, come back next week and I'll have a whole bunch more brand new stuff for you to check out. I said, okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning, hopefully. So I do have grandkids coming in, so I may or may not be able to make it out there, but we'll see. We shall see, and I'm having fun. That's the important part, is having fun. And, you know, it's not too hot. It's beautiful here in the morning right now. It's only 70 degrees out. And it's, let's see, 90 or 9:53 in the morning. So looking up. It's going to be in the 90s today, tomorrow, I mean, the rest of the weekend. But it's beautiful here in North Las Vegas if you're planning a visit. And certainly if you're a movie person, get out to the Broadacres Marketplace. It's open year-round. So first up, this one is open or used, but it is a Warner Brother archive. Of course, these are all made on demand. This is Warner Brothers Horror Mystery Double Features. So there are 3 discs. As you can see, 3 discs, all made on demand. So I was excited to find this, and it was $1. So here we go. Find the Blackmailer, 1943, 55 minutes. The Smiling Ghost, 1941, 71 minutes. The Octopus, 1937, 54 minutes. The Hidden Hand, 1942, 67 minutes. Mystery House, 1937, 59 minutes. And the Patient in Room 18. So I'm excited. I've seen a couple of these, I do believe, years ago, but excited to recheck them out. I believe they're all in black and white, but you know, I put in 1, 2 of these. I can watch this whole thing in a day. So excited to check these out. Let me know if you've seen any of these. Let me show you the back real quick. Oh, they're not good. There you go. Good find as far as I'm concerned. Anytime you can find Warner Archive stuff in good condition, it's a win. Next up, Santa Claus. That's right, Santa. Santa comes in the form of Batman, Mel Gibson, Walter Goggins, Marianne Jean Baptiste, and Batman. Batman is R-rated from 2020. It's 99 minutes long. It's a black comedy, kind of an action film. Really is a revenge film, too. Uh, I've seen this. It was, I think, right when it came out in 2020. Um, Someone gave me the digital code. I said, I want that on hard copy. So here it is. Got it for $1 at the swap meet. So very happy to have this. This is not a festive film. Let's just say that. It's pretty gory. Glad to have it. To save his declining business, Kris Kringle, played by Mel Gibson, also known as Santa Claus, is forced into a partnership with the U.S. military. Making matters worse, Kris gets locked into a deadly battle of wits against a highly skilled assassin, played by Walter Goggins, hired by a precocious 12-year-old after receiving a lump of coal in his stocking. 'Tis the season for Batman to get even in the action comedy that keeps on giving. It's not a great film, but it's interesting. I wanted it in my collection, so now I have it. Next up, this one comes with a nice little slippy dip. He's good at taking friends. Wow. There we go. Come play with a nice little slippy dip. It is. I got this one for I think it was $2. But Come Play is PG-13, 96 minutes from 2020. It's a horror thriller. It's a slow burn. I actually have seen this one also, utilizing digital. I believe my brother gave me this digital code at one point. So I thought, you know what, that's cool. That's a good movie. I saw it, a couple bucks, so I picked it up. Desperate for a friend, Oliver, a lonely young boy who feels different from everyone else, seeks solace and refuge in his ever-present cell phone and tablet. When a mysterious creature uses Oliver's devices against him to break into our world, Oliver's parents must fight to save their son from the monster beyond the screen. Apparently, from what I remember, this young kid is a autistic person, and so he deals with life through using a phone and a tablet. But pretty good, pretty not scary, but kind of a tense movie. So glad to have it. Put it on my shelf. Next up, about some Adrian Brody and Sam Neill. Nothing haunts like the past. In Backtrack, Adrian Brody. Backtrack is R-rated from 2015. It's 90 minutes long. It's a mystery horror. Of course, Adrian Brody was in The Pianist and, of course, The Village. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. This just looked creepy to me, and for some reason I didn't have it, so thought I'd pick it up. Oscar winner Adrian Brody leads this spellbinding thriller that crackles with nail-biting suspense. Peter Bauer, a psychiatrist haunted by the tragic death of his young daughter, suspects that his patients are linked by a shocking event from the past. Battling to keep his sanity, Peter begins a perilous journey to uncover the mystery and the terrifying secret he most fears. Backtrack. Let me know. Have you seen it? Another one. He can happen to anyone. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe in Unhinged. The nice little slippy dip. I believe this one was also $2. But I hadn't seen this yet, so I wanted to pick it up. Unhinged is R-rated from 2020. It's 90 minutes long. It's an action thriller starring Russell Crowe, as I said, of course, Gladiator fame, one of the best. This is a psychological thriller, and I'm excited to check it out. Basically, I think it's about a little road rage. That's right, little road rage on steroids. Academy Award winner Russell Crowe stars in Unhinged, a psychological thriller that explores something we've all experienced, road rage, to an unpredictable and terrifying conclusion. Rachel is running late to work when she has an altercation at a traffic light with a stranger, Crowe, whose life has left him feeling powerless and invisible. Soon, Rachel finds herself and everyone else she loves the target of a man who decides to make one last mark upon the world by teaching her a series of deadly lessons. What follows is a dangerous game of cat and mouse that proves you never know just how close you are to someone who is about to become unhinged. Let me know, have you seen this one? Psychological thriller. Can't wait. Check it out. Now we get into the Never Been Opened group, for which I paid all the Blu-rays, I believe, were $2. There were a couple here you'll see I'm amazed I even found, but yeah. Trauma Therapy, Tom Malloy, Brian Krause, Luciana Fallhaber, and Chase Coleman. Trauma Therapy. Not rated, 79 minutes, from 2020. It's a thriller. Doesn't get great reviews, but sounds like a good time for a one-time watch, personally. A group of broken souls attend a self-help seminar at a remote wooded retreat with a famous guru. In search of better lives, they must confront their deepest demons in the midst of their fellow wayward strangers. As they get pushed further and further by the program, they begin to confront their personal problems. But as their group therapy sessions become increasingly volatile, including lie detectors, firearms, and experimental drugs, they begin to question the methods, in spite of the results. What is their guru's real goal, and will his reckless pursuit of life-change moments end up saving them or destroying them? It's put out by MVD Visual. Looks kind of creepy. We'll see. Let me know. Have you seen this one? Next up, little Alec Baldwin. That's right, little superhero action. The Shadow. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow. It's PG-13, 118 minutes, from 1994. Alec Baldwin, of course, he was most famously, I guess, in the Hunt for Red October. Basically, this is about a vigilante who can hypnotize you and become invisible, or a shadow. Alec Baldwin stars as the legendary crime-fighting superhero in The Shadow, a spellbinding runaway entertainment ride. Donning his sweeping black coat and disguise, the Shadow takes on his most dangerous nemesis yet, the last descendant of the great Genghis Khan, whose weapon of choice is an atomic bomb. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, they square off for a spectacular battle in a dazzling mixture of mind-blowing special effects, humor, and a dose of the macabre that will hold you spellbound. It's released by Universal. Kind of excited to check this one out. It's from, like I said, 1994. I may or may not have already seen this, and I just don't remember it, but hey, glad to have it in my collection. We'll check it out. All right, next up, brand still factory sealed, probably the least of the Halloween group, but Halloween H2O, it's R-rated, 1998, 85 minutes. This, of course, was a sequel to the first two, a reboot, if you will. Uh, it's the seventh in the franchise. It's not too bad. It's the best of these three, in my opinion. Let me know down below what you think. Also, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. He's R-rated, 1995, from 87 minutes. Of course, it has the last appearance of Donald Pleasance. He died soon after that film was released. And the last one, Halloween Resurrection, R-rated, 2002, 89 minutes. It's the eighth in the franchise, the last in the H2O timeline. There's Busta Rhymes in it. It's not very good, in my opinion, but picked this up for a family member that's into horror, so she can have all three of these movies. Got it for real cheap, so happy. Now, these next two, amazing finds. Amazing finds. The guy he didn't know what he had, basically, and I picked these both up, still sealed, for $4. The Last Starfighter, put out by Arrow. That's right, 1984, PG. It's a space opera. This is one of the first movies that used extensive CGI. It's an alien abduction kind of thing, I believe. It's been a long time since I've seen it. It's about 70% of the people that watch this like it, according to IMDb. So excited to revisit this. You have been recruited by Arrow Video to experience the 1984 sci-fi classic as you've never experienced it before. Directed by Nick Castle, the man behind the Michael Myers mask in the original Halloween, The Last Starfighter tells the story of Alex Rogan, an arcade game whiz kid whose wildest dreams come true when he finds himself enlisted to fight in an interstellar war. Newly restored on a 4K scan from the original negative. There you go. $4 at the swap meet. Didn't know what he had. Glad I have it now. Speaking of not knowing what he had. Yeah, that's right. I got two from the same guy, $4 a piece. American Horror Project, still factory sealed. American Horror Project has three movies. Carnival of Blood, which is obviously a horror. 1973, R-rated, 78 minutes. I like anything in a carnival setting, so I'm excited to check that out. The Witch Who Came from the Sea is 1976, R-rated, 83 minutes. Apparently that's a revenge film of sorts. The young lady doesn't like men. She was abused as a child by her father. The Premonition, 94 minutes, in PG, and 1975. So all of these from the 70s. Everyone knows the classic American horror films, Night of the Living Dead, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and A Nightmare on Elm Street, to name but a few. But we want to tell you a different story, a story of the unsung heroes of Stars and Stripes terror. Films that have remained on the fringes of the genre, even though lack of availability or else sheer obscurity. This is where American Horror Project comes in. Volume 1, this is Volume 1. There's a Volume 2. Unfortunately, he didn't have Volume 2 there, so I'll have to pick that up at some point. Volume 1 of this series presents three tales of violence and madness from the 1970s. There we go. American Horror Project. And the last thing I picked up, which I had been looking for a while, really, and I'm really happy to have it on 4K, still factory sealed, Peninsula. Train to Busan presents Peninsula. So this is the 4K from 2020, 116 minutes, not rated, horror thriller. Of course, this is a South Korean zombie flick. It's a standalone sequel to the Train to Busan. Really has nothing, from what I understand, nothing to do with the Train to Busan, other than it's a zombie flick. It never mentions it, but it is a sequel of sorts. And apparently it's not as good as the Train to Busan. But if you haven't seen the Train, you ought to check that out. But I wanted to get this one just to check it out, so now I have it. 4 years after South Korea's decimation and Train to Busan, a former soldier returns to the peninsula on a secret mission. When his team encounters survivors, their lives will depend on whether the best or the worst of human nature prevails. There you go. That was my haul from Sunday afternoon to the swap meet. Let me know down below what you thought, whether you've seen any of them. If you have, what you thought of them. So I'm doing a giveaway tomorrow. If you haven't yet gotten into that, I'm giving away this 4-movie collection of Clint Eastwood on Blu-ray, still factory sealed, to one of my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, why not subscribe? Because you can possibly win this. And stay around. I do lots of haul videos. Maybe you'll be interested if you're a movie person. So yes, you just have to use the word bluff in last Sunday's video in the comments section, BLUFF, and I will pick a winner tomorrow morning sometime for the Clint Eastwood 4-movie collection. Coogan's Bluff, The Beguiled, Play Misty for Me, and The Eiger Sanction. Love Clint Eastwood. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. That's right, a like. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you know when I drop another video. Almost said go live, and I don't do that. Anyway, that's it from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling. Keep having fun. Keep that positive attitude about you. And until next time, peace.